All right, at this point of time, we are bringing you some live visuals coming in from Hiroshima in Japan, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is meeting the top leaders at this point of time, and Prime Minister Modi is meeting the Prime Minister of Japan. All right, there is a quick correction there. Prime Minister Modi is meeting the Prime Minister of Vietnam there. And this is in the G7 summit. This is the second day of the G7 summit. Prime Minister Modi is holding bilateral meetings on the sidelines of the G7 summit. Remember, viewers, India is not a part of the G7 nations but have been invited as a guest. Prime Minister Modi will also be meeting Ukraine President Zelensky as well today. As you can see, these are the important visuals coming in on your screens. Prime Minister Modi holding a quick bilateral meeting on the sidelines of the G7 with Pham Minh Chinh, the Prime Minister of Vietnam. Key bilateral talks are scheduled, some are happening. Prime Minister is meeting Vietnam, France, and also he will be meeting the top leader of Ukraine, President Zelensky. Well, indeed, it is the second day of the G7 summit in Japan's Hiroshima. Prime Minister Modi held bilateral talks with the Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, and he is also seen holding bilateral talks with the Prime Minister of Vietnam, Pham Minh Chinh, and both the leaders discussed ways to enhance India-Japan's friendship when we talk about Prime Minister's bilateral with Fumio Kishida, and these leaders have also talked about their relationship across different sectors, including trade, economy, and culture. Well, post his arrival, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also unveiled the bust of Mahatma Gandhi in Hiroshima. He said that Hiroshima will take forward the idea of non-violence. Now, Prime Minister also met Republic of Korea's President Yoon Suk Yeol that focused on strengthening the friendship in key development sectors. Going forward in the day, he will hold bilateral talks with the leaders of France and Ukraine as well.
बुद्ध और गांधी की धरती जिसने विश्व को शांति का संदेश दिया, हिरोशिमा की धरती पर, और जापान जो कि भगवान बुद्ध के विचारों के से पल्लवित पोषित है, वहां पूज्य बापू की प्रतिमा अहिंसा के, करुणा के उन विचारों को आगे ले जाने में बहुत बड़ी प्रेरणा बनेंगे।
Meanwhile, on the sidelines of the G7 summit, Prime Minister will also hold a bilateral meeting with Ukraine's President Zelensky later today. And this is Prime Minister Modi's first in-person meeting with Zelensky after the Russia-Ukraine war that started last year. And during their meeting, both the global leaders are expected to address the current situation in Ukraine and find diplomatic solutions to restore stability in the region. Well, on Friday, the G7 leaders reached on a consensus to tighten sanctions on Russia.